Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of YouTube Merchandise Review. This one's going to be filmed differently and edited differently, but anyway, let's just get into it. Now, I would not call myself a major comic book geek or a comic book collector, but, I occasionally pick up a few at the store when I see it. Usually they're not really anything special or anything like that. They're usually bargain bin stuff that I'd like to add to my collection just because I think they're neat and they're a little time capsule of what was really a mainstay in pop culture during that time, I guess you can say. I don't hate any comic books. I used to be solely a DC fan, but I've kind of drifted towards Marvel, I would say. I definitely enjoy DC way more, and I've, of course, named this channel after one of my favorite superheroes. But I enjoy every comic that I read. I'm not going to say I hate them. But in the recent age of, I guess you can say, post-New 52, if you can say, we've had major developments when it comes to representation and other stuff in comic books. And there's been plenty of kind of flops, I guess you can say, from multiple different projects and different news towards comic books overall with multiple people hating on it. It's like Star Wars, if you can, I guess, the Star Wars fandom, I guess you can say. Everybody hates everything that's new and they try to change. There's definitely some that I really hate, but there's others that I don't really understand they get hate for. But there's one comic that I really do want to talk about. And if we want to delve more into discussion of overall just comics and stuff, if you want me to do a video over that and give my opinion on that, I think that'd be kind of neat to do. But there is one comic that we need to discuss, because this one right here, it's something else. Now, what I have in my hands is a book called Godslap, or a comic called Godslap. This was created by Jake Clark, D. Palmer, M. Phillips, and of course, our boy Charles White. Now, that's why it's on the YouTube channel. It's YouTuber merchandise. It's not really YouTuber merchandise. It's not even close. Basically, the concept of this was a world where superpowers, or I guess superhuman beings, could use their hands and or fist in a number of ways that, are superpower related. That's basically the bare bones kind of thing of it, and I'm probably not even close to what it actually is supposed to be. But this was based off of the Russian and or German, I can't remember exactly what it was, Russian or German slapping tournaments that Moist Critical promptly featured on his YouTube channel and Twitch, which I follow both. So Charlie, if you're watching this, how you doing, bro? Anyway, so this was just a comic book that was released. I can't remember the exact date. I'll just pop up the announcement video on screen and all that other stuff. I was originally going to release a video then, but at the time, really my editing stuff and auditorial stuff was very bare bones. You guys remember the previous mic? I was still rocking that, and I think it's kind of funny. I look back on the old mic compared to the new mic, and dear God, it sounds like garbage. It really does, and I hate it so much. But, it's a part of the channel that I will always keep. Now, I was a little bit, of course I wanted to buy it. It was, first off, it was a comic book. It was something new I haven't seen before, and it was created by one of my favorite YouTubers, and I was really excited to see that. But the more I looked into it, the more I was excited for it. I really was, because there's something about this book that I have not seen before, which is definitely the art style. This one takes it to the next level with literally the only color in the book is blood and guts, and I find that friggin' amazing. I found it awesome. I'm literally, while I'm recording this, I'm flicking through the comic in my hands, and I'm still looking over even the very minute stuff. There is a scene where a guy gets shot in the forehead, and the only color that you ever see is just the little bit coming down his face, and I think that's really awesome. I think it's neat. When I originally read this book, I thought it had kind of a cyberpunk kind of techno kind of feel to it, just because there is a first page that I can't show, just gonna be safe with YouTube, where there's three guys in a bar being surfaced by literally somebody who I thought was taken straight out of Cyberpunk. And I thought that was pretty neat. I thought it really matched kind of the style that I thought was really cool. And I would say definitely I love the art style. Looking at it, I did buy the minimalism cover, but I really wish I bought the other covers with it too. I bought two posters that I did. I can't remember either. One was another minimalism one because I really did like it. I thought it was cool. And then the other one, I don't know if that was the original cover of the book or if that was a cover made by additional artists that they brought onto there. There was two other artists that made posters and covers for this because they came in like different posters, different covers. I'll flash them up on screen right now. Yeah. And they were really cool, but at the time I was just like, I'll just get a minimalism one. If I ever display it, it'll look really cool. And, I bought it at the time. I went back and rebought some posters. Now, the little history behind this is that literally it sold out instantaneously. I was originally going to buy it, and then I had to go to work. I watched the video, I went to work, and then on my break, I looked. There was another video that popped up, or announcement on their Twitter, that they literally sold out. They sold out, like, instantaneously. Like, they were just like, and they sold out. So I was really upset until, like, they restocked a lot of shit, and I bought it through there. I bought it as quick as I could. Now, this is not the full comic. This is merely, I believe, the epilogue or prologue or whatever you call it. Basically, a little snippet of what we'll see in the full volume that we're gonna get. I'm definitely pre-ordering that because, if you can't tell, I've thoroughly enjoyed this book. Now, from the few pages that we actually seen, first off, like I said many times, it looks amazing. I can't get over that. But second off, I feel like I'm really invested in the characters, even though we haven't seen one of them. One of them was only on one page, and the other one barely gives us any personality. But I love the design over them. They give us little snippets of backstory. I feel like that's really cool. And overall, I'm excited to see, because the person that we follow throughout this comic is not actually the main character of the series. We follow a man named Darius, or Darius, either one. And the person that we actually follow is named Ace. I don't know if exactly that's how you say his name, but that's how I'm gonna pronounce it. We literally introduced him on the very last page of the comic, and I think that's pretty neat, And I definitely have high hopes for this, because I have not really seen anything like this before. I don't know if this is like other of Charlie's main stuff where he parodies or just commentates on current issues. Maybe he's commentating on the current climate of comics, I guess. But it seems like this is an original idea that he is really going full force with, and I'm excited to see it. And apparently they are also going to be having a little animated segment from the people who I think either did Skynet. Yeah. They're having a little animated piece by the people who did Skynet, and I'm incredibly excited to see it. I'm excited as hell to see it. But you guys already know how I feel about Skynet from the other video. I'm just gonna pop down screen because it's getting a lot more views than I thought it would. So overall, I am excited as hell to see where this goes. I definitely am. The current state of comics, I have not really been catching up with too much. But this one, I want to see it, get seen more by major people who, share comics, comic influencers, if you will. Thank you everyone for watching this. I don't really have a rating for this one because I cannot rate it, but I am excited as hell to see it. Link to all the stuff down below, Twitch, Twitter, the usual stuff, the playlist. If you guys enjoyed this, please tell me down below. I love reading the comments. There's few far between, but the ones I do read, I really enjoy. Y'all have a great day, great night, great midday, great midnight. Do what you want with life, make it the best you can, and make sure not to die. Roll the outro.